Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lorn Walker, the Skull Brothers.
Welcome to episode 155 of the Sports Card Talk Show. Where we have Wednesday WoWs tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. Who you got lined up for tonight?
We're sticking with the defensive lineman again. This guy is actually probably one of my most favorite Vikings for reals. They're all my favorites, but John Randle is just one of those guys that I grew up with. I absolutely loved watching him play. Always a humongous. He's a monster on the field, but also he seemed like just a teddy bear too of a personality.
Right.
When I hear it, when he comes on the radio, he pops up on the radio here occasionally on K-Fan.
Yep.
And it's just fun to hear him tell stories. So,
absolutely.
Do you know that he grew up in a house in Texas and with dirt floors?
Yep.
They had to take a bath in a bath, like out in the yard, kind of no running water in the house.
Yeah.
So, I mean, totally a rags to riches type success story.
For sure.
Yeah, so let's start with John Randle.
Yeah, do you got time for trivia, or are we going to skip trivia?
Let's roll, man.
All right. I'm like, wait a second, we don't have trivia up here.
I love trivia whenever I look smart, and I hate it when I look dumb.
Okay, it's a different one that I have here. Okay, yep. What 2011 Vikings first-round draft pick married a member of ESPN's College Game Day cast?
Christian Ponder.
Yep. I gave you a 1. In what year did the Minnesota North Stars play their final game at the Met Center?
God dang it. Oh. I have no idea. I'm going to say 1992.
Ooh, 93.
Ooh.
The quote, "You're playing worse and worse every day, and right now you're playing like it's next month," is attributed to what legendary St. Paul native?
Wow.
Another hockey question.
Lou Nanny?
Herb Brooks.
Ugh.
What member of the Timberwolves was named NBA Rookie of the Year for the 2014 and 2015 season?
It's going to be one or the other. I just don't know. I'm going to say Andrew Wiggins.
It was, yep.
Phew.
Oh.
That last one was a little tough too. That was a 50-50 shot. It was going to be Wiggins or Towns.
I know. You know, it's crazy. Sometimes the ones get you.
Mm-hmm.
I like that quote by Herb Brooks.
I loved it. I love that one.
You're playing that's kind of like the Vikings right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get started.
Okay, so this first one, and if anybody knows, please leave it in the comments if this is like a card that you got in a box as a box topper, but this is a Topps Finest, and that's the refractor version of it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was figuring I'm just going to show 2 big cards in a row right at the beginning.
All right.
So you don't have to do this again.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely love these cards. So I'm showing some cards that aren't all that expensive just because I like them so much.
Yeah. That's really sweet.
This next one is like goal line art, I believe is what it's called. Yep, goal line art.
Yeah.
And I've got a few of these of different guys, but they make them of Hall of Fame players, and this one's got John's auto on it.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually keep all my jumbo cards in a separate place, and I'm like, I always forget to go look at them a lot of the times when we do these WoWs episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I swear I got some John Randle, and I went up there and I'm like, oh, awesome. So these were late additions to the WoW. So next I'm going to show off these Edward Vila cards that we talked a little bit about last week and this one's numbered out of 50, number 1 out of 50. I actually was bidding on an Edward Vila card last night. He's got a Bud Grant He ran a series of 50 Bud Grants, serial numbered out of 50, and the one was going off last night. Went for over $20. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm not spending that much money on these cards, but
Right.
This next one is another Edward Vila, and this one's numbered out of 25. The number 1 out of 25. I will buy other cards other than ones or jersey numbers, but and
the other thing too is you're not paying up for them either.
No. Like I said, I really wanted the 1 out of 50 of Bud Grant last night, but once it went up over, once it hit that $10 range, even with shipping, I'm like, I'm not going to win this one. This is called 2000. This is Quantum Leaf 2000.
Oh, okay.
And this is really super cool. This is 2000.
Wow.
And it's like a cracked ice card, man.
Yeah.
Way back 20 years ago. So
wow, I think it's cool.
That's probably a $1 card, but whenever I was going through my John Randles, I'm like, I got to show that on Wednesday WoWs.
Yeah.
Bowman's Best is a card that it does not seem like you can get these cards, like Bowman Best cards, pretty reasonable. And I just, it's probably like around that same time, like it's either a 90s or a 2000 card, and just the die cut, and I just think that's a cool card too.
That is. Oh, and that Fusion.
Oh yeah, it's called Fusion. So yeah, I forgot that there's some other guy on the back, but I don't think that guy amounted to anything. So I probably showed some guy that was, star today, and possibly the guy in the back might be a star tomorrow.
Sure.
Is it like Chris Peters or
something like that? Yeah.
Jason Peter.
Yeah.
Who I think was a high draft pick, but did not, I don't believe he really panned out too well. Now this is a scorecard, score 95, collision course, John Randle. And so we're going even further back, and we got like a white sparkle card.
Yeah.
So all of this stuff that everybody's like really like just digging on nowadays with cracked ice and the white sparkles, they were doing this stuff way back in the 90s, man.
Yeah, the thing is awesome looking.
Whoops. I just love this card because of the picture on it.
Oh yeah. No other explanation needed, right?
Yeah. And awesome. John Randle was kind of the originator of the face paint all over his face. And there was a point in his career after he'd done it for a couple of years that the league started fining him for it and saying you need to wear it, or
right.
You can't wear it all over your face. He would just John, the stories are that John would like research the offensive lineman that he was going to play against and like figure out a whole bunch of like personal stuff about him. And he never shut up. Like some players would just, but he did it with I don't think he went over the line with the stuff. He just, I just love that. Just, the ultra cards are just some of my favorites too from that era.
That is awesome.
This one's even better than that other one. This is Fleer Tradition. Yeah, he looks like just almost looks like Darth Maul or something from Star Wars or something.
Yep.
This might be my like all-time favorite base card of his, just because holding the helmet in his teeth.
That is cool.
I'm just so I feel so fortunate to have been able to grow up and watch him play, and he was on my team. He's just one of my all-time favorites, seriously.
Yeah.
I actually found this in my base box, man. This is National Treasures. Out of 5, number 1 out of 5.
Wow, what was that doing in your base box?
I think this was before I was separating all my cards into before I was head of eBay 101 boxes going on. Now this is Collector's Edge, which I think, it doesn't seem like it holds a lot of collectability, the collector's edge, but this is a super cool, like, I don't know if you call that prismatic kind of card, but this is numbered out of 500 and it's numbered 1 out of 500.
That looks awesome under the
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah. And collector's edge does not, I mean, you can pick up some collector's edge cards for really cheap.
Dude, that'd make for a good Instagram picture.
Yeah. This is Topps Finest, and from looks like 97 or 99. I can't tell really, but I swear this one's serial numbered too. Oh yeah, there it is. Numbered out of 100, number 1 out of 100.
Oh wow!
And you can tell on the top edge there and the bottom edge, it's got the little like
serrated.
Yeah, serrated die cut type thing.
Yeah.
I've seen some of these cards of other players, specifically like Chris Carter is somebody I would be targeting in this stuff. Go for, you're looking at $100 card.
Yeah.
These 90s, just like the Jordan, when are the last dances? I'm sure Jordan stuff is still going crazy. I'm not sure.
But I haven't looked close enough to know. But
all those like 90s insert stuff is just crazy money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to get into some autos. This is Proline Classic. And this one's short printed 1170. It looks 812 out of 1170.
Super short print.
That might have been like one of the very first, like Proline kind of almost introduced autographs to the, insert autographs into the hobby. I feel like some of these smaller known companies they're pretty big at the time, but this is another Proline 1997. John decided to more like print his name on this card.
Yeah.
But it's a nice clean auto. Now this is another Proline card. What's cool about just the photos on these cards too.
Yeah.
And there's something about that. I have a gold foil one in the corner there too. So I think if you look it up, you can figure out what which one's more short print than the other.
Oh, sure.
I think the blue one had a nicer autograph on it. That's why I showed that one.
Sure.
Now I told you, I showed you this card earlier today, and I said one that was numbered out of 50 ended at like $150+ last night that I was thinking I was going to be in play for until way before it ended. I was off of it. This is Fleer Autographics.
Oh, yeah.
And what's cool about actually see a lot of other players' cards in this same kind of a set. And you can pick up some really awesome players' autographs in this Fleer Autographics for a really reasonable price. And I think they're beautiful cards.
Yeah, they are.
And, they're on-card autos. So I really dig them.
Yep.
This is Obsidian. Though my one gripe on this card is one color patch. It's numbered out of 25. Numbered 25 out of 25. Again, Obsidian I love Obsidian. My only gripe on Obsidian is the sticker autos.
Right. That's the tough.
But I can live with the one color patch, but the sticker auto really kind of drives me nuts on such a product that you're spending. How much is a box of Obsidian?
I don't know. We don't buy boxes, dude.
Yeah. Now this one's NFL.
Make for a good box battle, though.
Yeah. This is NFL Greats, National Treasures. Where are you? You serial number. There it is. This is numbered out of 5.
Wow.
Number 3 out of 5. And it's kind of weird that National Treasures sometimes is a sticker auto and sometimes it's on card. And now that I actually thought that was on card, and now that it's under the light, I can tell it's a sticker.
Yeah.
But stickers aren't so bad whenever.
Treasure, yeah.
Okay, I'm showing this one pretty early in the process, but this is his 1991 Pro Set rookie card. And there must be a lot more of those out there now, because these things used to go for like $100 and now they've dropped down to like $50. And with the inflation of card prices, you would think that $100 card would be worth more, but I'm guessing there was a lot less PSA 10s, a couple few years ago.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I got mine before they jumped up to 100. So I got mine for a really good price.
Nice.
Back almost like it was probably one of the first cards I bought when I got back into the hobby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I said, John Randle seriously is one of my most favorite Vikings. I will show this card first. This is a flawless, and this is numbered out of 5, number 1 out of 5. These were late adds to the WoW too, because a few months back, maybe 6, I don't even remember. Whenever I did my flawless flex on Instagram, I had all my flawless cards in one box, and then I went through it just a few days ago. I'm like, oh geez, I didn't have these in with my John Randles, so I pulled these out of that.
Good thing you saw them.
Yeah. And this is another flawless. This is numbered out of 25. This might actually be almost my most favorite genre. Pretty dang close. But it's numbered out of 25, number 1 out of 25, 3-color patch.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even bother to look if it says game used or.
I didn't look either.
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing.
No.
I'm not as big obviously I love it if it says game used, but if it says I personally like a sweet looking patch and
player worn.
Yeah. See, I still love the card because it's a sweet looking patch.
Right.
Now this next card is encased. This is number 22 out of 25. I really like
nice.
Encased is, as you guys know, that goes straight from Panini to Beckett to be graded, and you'll see 8.5s in the encased product. And so it's always nice to, snag a 9.5. And I love that card because he inscribes it with the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's
from
awesome.
10. And this one is another encased. This is numbered out of 5. Same card, just shorter printed. Has the 3-color patch on it. And again, an encased card at a 9.5. So
nice.
Yeah, I got both those. Pretty much, in all honesty, I rarely ever pay too much for a card.
Right. I
almost always feel like I walk away from, if it's close to comps, that's almost too much for me. So,
right.
So, yeah, I just, I love John Randle. Love doing this one. I think that's going to almost probably close out the chapter on the defensive linemen for the Vikings. I feel like we've been doing them for months now.
Been a little bit.
Yeah. I actually want to do a challenge. The Vikings. So far we've done Wednesday's WoWs on Alan Page, defensive tackle, John Randle, defensive tackle, Carl Eller, defensive end, Chris Dolman, defensive end. That's a starting lineup of Hall of Famers. We also did a Wednesday WoW on Jared Allen, future Hall of Famer. I would be surprised if he didn't make it in this year. I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Kevin Williams, defensive tackle, who is he's a Hall of Famer in my mind. I don't know if he's going to make first ballot or not, though. So the Vikings have their starting defensive line, and they have two reserve, two guys to rotate in and out. We also did a Wednesday Wow with Daniil Hunter, who I think is a future Hall of Famer. I want you to put in the comments. Oh, this is for a giveaway, by the way. I am going to put up this John Randle for a giveaway.
I'm going to show it.
Yeah, show that under the light.
Okay.
And the comment that I'm looking for is, what team do you think has what's the word I'm looking for here? I should have been
better historical lineup.
Yeah, a better historical lineup. If you think if you can name a team that has a better historical lineup, we're not talking about one season or one group of guys like the Fearsome Foursome. We're talking from the beginning of the franchise history to today. Can you put together a better starting lineup and reserves, for that matter, as I just did with the Vikings? I didn't even mention Jim Marshall, which it's an absolute travesty that he's not in the Hall of Fame. He unofficially has like 130 sacks. People say, well, he was a compiler because he played like 20 straight seasons. I think playing for that many seasons, right. he had the record before Brett Favre for most consecutive games played. Being the Iron Man, and especially an Iron Man in the trenches, is, I think, a feat in itself.
Yeah,
he was like the spiritual and the emotional leader of the Purple People Eaters defense. I think it's I'm getting like upset.
You're like, I'm ready to duke it out.
Yeah, I am.
You better be ready to go on those comments, dude.
Yeah, so there's another defensive end. And then the Vikings had Keith Millard, who, if he hadn't gotten hurt, I mean, he won Defensive Player of the Year in 1989 with, I think Aaron Donald just finally broke his sack record for an interior defensive lineman. I mean, Keith Millard, just a monster. And, guys like Everson Griffin would be like probably be the best defensive lineman on some franchises teams for their history. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even going to bring him up. Instead.
Oh, you're funny, dude. I think that'll bring episode 155 Wednesday Wows to a close. Comment for the giveaway.
Skol Brothers out.